Hello, I'm Retro Ed. Welcome to the channel dedicated to old school video games and toys. This is another pickup video. I think it's pickup video number 3. I'll be going through some titles. It should probably come with a Nintendo warning or a Game Boy warning because there's a lot of Game Boy titles within there. Just because I'm super obsessed with Game Boy at the moment, and a lot of the carts, particularly obviously the loose ones, are pretty cheap and cheerful. Well, not always cheerful, depending on what you on the title you pick up, but easy to grab hold of. So I'm kind of amassing a bit of a collection, not a mega one, but a few games every now and then, and yeah, giving them a test. So without further ado, let's have a look at the pickups. Right, so here's the pickups. First one is Pinball Dreams, 1994 game. I don't know why I'm showing you the back because they're all the same. Originally this came out for the Amiga. It's a pretty popular game, ended up on loads of other platforms. Pretty basic, but that said, you know, pretty playable and easy to pick up. The next one, another obviously Game Boy game, Fortress of Fear. So this one came out in 1990. You probably see it at the top, but yeah, Wizard and Warriors 10 side scroller. Never played this one. It was made by Rare, who obviously did games like Donkey Kong, GoldenEye, etc. Not meant to be the best of games, but I thought I'd give it a go. Oddly, there's only a Wizards and Warrior, I think 1 and 2, but there isn't a 3 through to 9. So they skipped a few for sure. The third one, Gremlins 2. Don't have too much to say about this one. Obviously, it's a movie tie-in. Came out again in 1990. Meant to be a toughie. Obviously, got to love Gizmo. So yeah, another one to try out. The next one, so George Foreman's KO Boxing from 1992. And I do like this guy's grills. But the reviews for this one aren't particularly good. I jotted down a couple of lines. So one of them, the dire gameplay and abysmal graphics make this a game to avoid. And someone else had put, was it worse than wrestling games, which is a bit harsh. There's some good wrestling games, and I think we may come on to one in a second. But yeah, doesn't feel like a fair comparison. Anyway, next one. Some Sean Connery for you. So this is Hunt for Red October. Another one I haven't played. Came out a year or so after the film. Again, did a bit of reading up, and it's got a 2-player mode, which sounds pretty good. Won't beat the Super Nintendo version, where I think you get to use the Super Scope, which is cool. So yeah, a bit of a proper East versus West Cold War classic. Final OG Game Boy game is Miss Pac-Man. So everyone will blooming know this one. So yeah, simple but fun. A bit more taxing than the original Pac-Man. I think the ghosts move along in a bit more random directions than the original. So it's a bit tougher. You can't kind of memorize the levels or anything like that, which makes it a bit better. Still with Game Boys, but yeah, changing tacks or changing version. So this is Wolfenstein 3D for the Game Boy Advance. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't jot down the date for this one, but in a nutshell, it takes me back to PC days. I had it on shareware, I think with a magazine, and it kind of blew my little mind at the time. I didn't have the money or the hacking skills to get the full version, so I kind of replayed the early levels again and again and again, but loved it. The graphics, were pretty good for the time. Sounds were amazing. Plenty of Hitler bashing. So yeah, you can't really go wrong on that. And obviously the series has just evolved and grown over time. So yeah, and on a bit of a link note, someone actually from my Instagram page recommended this one. So yeah, Masters of Doom. And it concerns the 2 Johns, so John Romero and John Carmack, and how they created, likes of Wolfenstein, but also Doom, Quake, and some loads of games prior to that. And there was a really good, I think it was GAMESREUP had a really good interview on his channel with John Romero, going into some of that history, which is like really fascinating. So I'll dig it out. I'll try and leave the details for that within the video comments, but definitely worth a viewing. I found that really interesting. Moving along to some other flavors. So I'm jumping from Nintendo to Sega. Yeah, got three Mega Drive games here. So the first one, RoboCop versus Terminator. I love this game. So it has the guns. It's got loads of gore, bit of blood, some really good sound effects, really good bosses. So yeah, so it's a classic. I've only ever played it up until recently on via a ROM on my PC. So when this came up on Facebook Marketplace, I was all over it and just grabbed it. But yeah, really good game there. So yeah, this one, a bit of a good game, but a bit of a shame. So yeah, Super WrestleMania again for the Mega Drive. I think it sounds really cheesy, but someone has literally wrestled the heck out of this one. You kind of close it and it's impossible to open. It's cracked. It's a right old state. It's from CX, which I know Big Game always refers to as the CX roulette. So twas always a gamble, and maybe a bit of a silly one. I should have, in hindsight, gone cart only, as I'm probably never going to find a manual for that one on its own. But hey ho. And then the final one, which is also a Mega Drive game, and perhaps I'm the only person, but I'd never heard of this game, Velios, if that's how you pronounce it, by Namco, until playing it on the Evercade earlier this year. It's kind of been, I can't remember the cart it's on the Evercade, but it's been one of my go-tos. So when I saw it out and about on the for the Mega Drive, I picked it up. So it's really, doesn't disappoint. It's a fast-paced shooter. You play like Apollo, riding on his horse, fairly decent difficulty level. Some good bosses. I think level 1, I think it's like Medusa. I think what's about level 3, and the difficulty level just kind of really literally ups its game and gets a bit tough. Right then, that's it for the pickup. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you played any of these games before, I'd love you to leave a comment below, good, bad, or indifferent as to what you think about them. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe. Final point, I just want to give another shout out to Geordie Slasher Gaming for putting a lot of people in the direction of my channel and my videos. So yeah, really been warmly received by this awesome retro gaming community. So yeah, couldn't thank him and the rest of you guys enough for the support over the last couple of weeks since the channel's been up and running. So I've certainly got room for improvement in terms of some of the techie stuff and certainly the presenting stuff. But yeah, hope to continue to make a few more vids and put them out on YouTube. Okay, take care, and I'll see you next time.